join to sing. Alleluia, amen. Loud praise to Christ the King. Alleluia, amen. Let all with hardened voice before his throne rejoice. Praise is his gracious choice. Alleluia, amen. Well. Finally, the white smoke appeared, and now we have the very first American Pope. The very first American Pope, and that is Pope Leo XIV. Okay? Pope Leo XIV is the first American Pope ever to be elected, and he has made history. You also need to know that Pope Leo was previously known as Cardinal Robert Prevost. He is the first American to lead the church in its history. The 69-year-old was born in Chicago and graduated from the Villanova University in 1977. He became a priest 4 years later after graduating. Pope Leo has dual citizenship after being given Peruvian citizenship when he was serving there as a missionary. As we all know, Pope Francis died in April 2025, on April 21st, 2025. And in fact, he is the one who made Prevost a cardinal in September 2023. Pope Leo is a member of the Order of St. Augustine, having served as its prior general. And before becoming Pope, he was the prefect of the dicastery for bishops, a key role in the Catholic Church. Just like Pope Francis, Pope Leo XIV is known for his commitment to the poor and marginalized. He chose the name Leo, the fifth most popular papal name, and is considered a strong leader. How about his stylistic differences? Okay, while sharing Francis's commitment to the poor, Pope Leo XIV is expected to have a more reserved and discreet style, according to the New York Times. How about future directions? He is expected to continue the consultative process with lay people, as initiated by Pope Francis. While considered centrist overall, he is seen as a progressive on social issues, particularly regarding marginalized groups. Pope Leo is also seen as a conservative on church doctrine, for example, opposing the ordination of women as deacons in the church. Well, you also need to know that Pope Leo graduated with a degree in mathematics. Then he studied theology at the Catholic Theological Union of Chicago. When he was 27 years old, he was sent to Rome to study, and he was ordained as a priest in 1982. He then went to work as a missionary in Peru. He returned to the U.S. for a few years and then went back to Peru, where he ran an Augustinian seminary in Juliro. In 2014, he was appointed apostolic administrator of the Diocese of Chiclayo in Peru by Pope Francis. On the 8th of May 2025, Pope Leo became the 267th Pope in the world history of the Catholic Church. And now Pope Leo is going to be the leader of 1.38 billion Catholics in the world. As the world celebrated the election of Pope Leo, United States President Trump posted on his social media a congratulatory message saying, "Congratulations to Cardinal Robert Francis Prevost, who was just named Pope. It is such an honor to realize that he is the first American Pope. What excitement and what a great honor for our country. I look forward to meeting Pope Leo XIV. It will be a very meaningful moment." And not to be left behind is former President Barack Obama, who also shared in his social media saying, "Michelle and I send our congratulations to our fellow Chicagoan, His Holiness Pope Leo XIV. This is a historic day for the United States, and we will pray for him as he begins the sacred work of leading the Catholic Church and setting an example for so many regardless of faith." Wow. Now, why do popes change names? They drop their names and pick up names. Why do they do that? Okay. The first act of a new pope after he is elected is to choose a new name. This is to signify that he is becoming pontiff, is akin to a second birth, the Vatican said. And also, the early years of Christianity, many popes changed their names because their birth names were of pagan origin. I believe now you know why they changed names, because it has been like routine. Once you picked up Pope, you pick a new one so that to do away with the paganism name that was there before. Okay, the precedent to select a new name was set by the first Pope, Saint Peter, whose name was Simon. But not all popes have selected new names. Out of the 267 popes throughout history, only 129 have chosen names, according to the Vatican. Did you know that? Only 129 out of 267 have changed names. The popes also sometimes choose the name of a recent predecessor out of respect or to indicate a desire to continue in their footsteps, the Vatican said. Others pick a name that isn't linked to any recent predecessor in order to show their desire to innovate. The choice often reflects attributes they hope to embody in their papacy. The name a new pope chooses will indicate a certain spirit and direction and vision of the new pope. Pope Francis, for example, was the first pope in history to take that name, a nod to St. Francis of Assisi. In Catholic tradition, St. Francis of Assisi had a mystical vision of Jesus, who told him to rebuild his church. He also renounced his wealth and founded the Franciscan Order of Friars in 1290. So, my friends, here comes Pope Leo. Congratulations to Pope Leo, the first ever American Pope in the history of the Catholic Church. We are happy for you. We wait for your leadership as you lead the church, and as also we wait for the second coming of Jesus Christ. Be blessed.
Pope Leo